So yesterday I put out a video talking about why you should unionize your workplace, or not so much why, but how. And in one of the comments, somebody asked me about unionizing a university environment or an academic environment, and it got me to thinking. And in this video, I'm not going to talk so much about that, but talk about more why we should unionize, what good the workers' movement in the workplace is, and what it is for. Because thinking about unionizing a student body, for example, students are not producers. What they do is not labor in the technical Marxist sense. They are actually consumers, technically speaking. So a student strike, for example, has a completely different dynamic, a completely different relationship to the capitalist than a workers' strike. It would really be the workers within the, if you construe university as just another type of workplace, it would not be the student striking would be like the customers at some store striking, and what we would be talking about in the context of organizing a academic setting would be organizing the workers there, which is very fair. It's like a segmented and disproportionately in size to the amount of cultural impact it has, but the university is not really like the kind of work site that is driving the economy forward. But it got me thinking about unionizing more generally, and what the actual purpose of unionization is. And I don't really think that a revolution is going to occur as the result of a bunch of workers organizing and forming unions, and then perhaps even forming forming industry-wide unions that are able to bridge different enterprises and connect everybody together. And I don't actually think that is the way to do a revolution as Lenin did it, but I think that the really important part of unionizing and organizing is about consciousness raising, which is something that is absolutely essential and cannot be underestimated. I think that gaining experience actually organizing and coming to understand what organizing actually means, and developing the persistence and tenacity that is needed in order to actually accomplish that, and then the sensation of accomplishing something with your comrades and being bound together, and all the conversations that you have, and all of that is absolutely crucial. And all of that kind of real-world experience and developing of social relations, absolutely crucial. And that is what is most important about unionizing, because ultimately I don't think that a workers' movement in the traditional sense that perhaps the IWW is based around, and perhaps that previous socialist revolutions have organized as a principle. I don't think that's going to happen through an organized workforce. I think it's going to take something else. It's not going to be the proletariat traditionally construed, who is going to be, organizing and leading the revolution. But consciousness raising, on the other hand, absolutely crucial. Need to do it. Need to gain real-world experience dealing with people and real relationships with people. Have to clarify your own understanding, as well as an understanding that is not armchair theoretical, but is actually based in real-world experience. And I think that to tie this into academic settings, I think that although students don't have the same kind of power as workers, what they do have their advantage historically is as sites of raising consciousness, which is why students have always been on the front lines of so many mass movements and have, helped lead so many revolutionary movements, and to take them from being like some kind of like small nascent movement to actually being like a powerful force in the streets to be reckoned with. And of course, that's where so much theory comes out of. But I think consciousness building is very important, not to be underestimated. Developing relationships, developing networks, it's all very important, and that is why we should be organizing.